It's fate time! Hello and welcome to another figure review. Today we're going to have a look at the Figma number EX57. From Fate Grand Order, it's Rider Altria Pendragon in the Alter version. Oh boy, a saucy one. What? It's a mate. It's a freaking mate. How is this Rider? Yeah, highly anticipated. I'm a big fan of some spicy stuff, obviously, and just waifu material in general. So without further ado, let's have a look. Maid class would be more appropriate, but I guess they haven't done that yet. Let's have a look at size. She stands at about 13.5 centimeters. Well, 13.5, almost 14. 2 at the top of the ribbon. I call that ribbon, what she has on her hat. 5.5 inches tall. Overall look and detail of the figure. Yeah, it is a rider class, but it's still our good friend Articulation offer. In the Alta version, have the yellow eyes. She has a nice smile on her face, innocent smile, which for the Alta version that's kind of weird. I really love how the hair is molded. It's really flowy and nice looking. Then you got, again, I'm just gonna call this a ribbon. It's not a ribbon, and the hair is not properly connected. There we have the first issue. This is a Good Smile exclusive figure, by the way. Hairband is super nicely molded, tons of detail in it, love it. And you got the one black ribbon in the back. Now, paint job, as you can tell, bruh, the silver on her jacket goes all over the place. It's flaking off, it's not covered up nicely, and it's really problematic all throughout it. It gets kind of clean at the end here. Rest of it is, yeah. Then you got fan service ahoy, you got the boobies. Those are nicely molded. Also paint job on this. Yeah, we got some bleeding on the sides. The white looks clean. Like, surprisingly there is no issue there, but I think it's done in 2 parts. They probably painted on the bra and then they put the white over there. And that's why, yeah, you can tell. That's why the paint is not bleeding off, because otherwise it would be an issue. Belly button. And moving to the back, because we have another ribbon over there. And she does give us a lot of skin. A little bit of a black stripe over there. Yeah, that doesn't go off. And the rest of her mate uniform. Give you a little spin around. It is very nice and molded. Oh god. Oh god, what? Paint. The paint, guys. I mean, I don't have to comment on how this is really bad. Really bad. I'm sorry. And there's not a black stripe. That kind of goes off, I guess. Give a little bit of a, yeah. Goes off, and it's pantsu time. Black pantsu. Has a white stripe on it. Actually detail on the pantsu. And the stripe does seem clean. Well, there's more. That's the one paint part that looks better than the rest of it, the pantsu. So there you go. For all the figure reviewers that don't want to show pantsu, this is where the good detail is, apparently. This is where really all of that time went in, and then you got the, don't know how you call that, goes around the leg. It's just mate stuff. I'm not a mate, and I never had a mate costume, so I don't know how you call these things. And we go down to the stockings, which, is this connected? I think this is also 2 pieces. It doesn't rotate though. Yeah, you can tell over here how it comes apart a little bit. It does have some rotation, but we have another look at that. I'm just checking for those things, because I'm wondering, because that is not bleeding. And it's not bleeding because it's 2 separate parts. And down to the shoes. Little buckle on it. Very nicely painted. Huh. How did they manage that, but not this? So yeah. Now for your articulation, this is standard Figma stuff. Hat moves forward, not really that much. It's alright. Does move to the back, does tilt side to side, and does also move all the way around. The bun in the hairband overall rotates, is on a swivel or just packed in. For shoulder articulation, that is not standard Figma stuff, because you can pull this one out, pull it out, and pull it back in. This side moves out, though it's completely connected from what I can tell. So there's a ball joint in the chest area. Let me pull it out to give you all the motion. So that moves around very freely. very nicely. You have a pack in the middle also. And it looks kind of wonky like that, but you just put it back in and it still has some motion, some decent, but it's pretty limited with the jacket and everything. Arm moves up on the ball hinge, and then you have another ball hinge in the shoulder. Kind of weirdly molded over here, how this sticks out. I'm not the biggest fan of that. Then you got the fist on another ball hinge, so you can rotate that around, bring it back forward like this. And the chest moves forward a lot, quite nicely. Doesn't leave any gaps, moves to the back. Okay enough, but that again, the jacket is mostly what gets in the way of that. Hip articulation, you can rotate this around, bring it back forward. Then the legs move out to the side. They did not cut this up over here, which is weird. They could have easily done that because the white part is covering up. They could have made that one part and then have the skirt be another part, but they didn't do that as such. Your leg articulation ends pretty much at this point. You can push it a little bit. Same with forward. It is soft plastic, as you can tell. It bends over here, but it only goes so far, and it goes to the back. And I just gotta check because I already had her butt kind of come out of the pantsuit, because the pantsuit is a lot smaller and she does have a decent butt mold. Just keep that in mind. Thigh swivel on the stockings. I don't know if that one's intentional though, because it's super stiff, and as you can tell I cannot rotate it all the way around. I don't want to break anything off, so if you want to use the thigh swivel, I'd be very careful. Maybe heat it up and just give it some light movement. Don't go in too hard because I don't want you to break off your Figma. And then we got a ball hinge in the knee and another ball hinge in the foot. Goes forward to the back and does tilt side to side also slightly. Well, this part moves better. The other one's a little bit blocked. And there you go. So for the accessories, I want to start it off with the mop, because the mop is very nicely done actually. Very nicely painted. If only so much clean paint would go into the figure. I don't get it. This looks really good, and I'm a fan of it. It's shiny, and it's cool, and it's a mop. Does it stand on its own? No, it doesn't. And you got a sniper rifle, which has the detail on it that Saber Alter has on her sword. You got like the red over there, which gives it its own unique look, and I'm a big fan of that. They could have just done a regular gun, but well, you know, they couldn't have, because that's, I guess, how it looks in the game. And you also have a small gun with all kinds of stuff on it, and some flames, I guess, in the front. It looks really cool, and it's very nicely painted. What? Then you got a skirt, which is molded differently to, I guess, sitting poses, or to put her on the bike, cuirassé noir, which I'll get to in a second. It is nicely molded, and it does help with the leg movement, I guess, if you wanna display her like that. Then you got an ice cream bar, just a light blue, cool looking one. And then you got the face of Legends. I love this face. This is my face when I look at the paint of this figure. Ha! Gotcha! Then you got hands, mostly holding hands for the guns with the trigger finger, and then open hands. This is, I guess, more for the sniper rifle. More closed holding hand and completely open hands. And finally, these two hands are for the bike. Again, cuirassé noir. I'm gonna give you a look at the instructions real quick to show you what I mean. This is the bike I also reviewed with the, what was it, Saber Alter Shinjuku version? I think that was it. I have the bike over there, so if you want to have a look at the bike, go check out that review. Like, comment, and subscribe! And finally, you got a base, which has an elongated arm, so that's the special one. You have this extra arm, which you can use, you don't have to. I'm kind of wondering why they put it on this one, maybe with the bike. I don't know. Finally, you got the Figma back, as you got with all of your Figmas, and there you go. And it's gonna bring me to the final thoughts of this figure, and why good smile? Alright, so the good part, I like the design of this figure, I like the molds, the accessories are the bomb, and also on top of it, it's not the most expensive Figma out there. I mean, it costs around 50 bucks, but then you add shipping, customs, yada yada yada, whatever. But yeah, is it worth it though? Also, it's a Goodsman exclusive, so it's hard to get, and that to me makes it even worse that the quality control is freaking awful on this one. It's an exclusive, it's limited, it's this and that. So why does this keep happening? So overall, I mean, like I'm saying, that they screwed up so fantastically and colossally on the zipper is really what's pissing me off. I mean, I can somewhat forgive the bleeding on the side of the boobs, even though it is pretty weird, and it's small, so you will not see it that much. Also, even like the small bleeding, the spot on the white on the skirt, you can't even see it like that. But the zipper, it just stares at me and just laughs at me and just like, huh. So overall, I will recommend this figure, but if you're buying this figure, cross your fingers, cross your toes, cross everything you can cross, and hope that the quality control on yours is better, because that will always be an issue for me, because I have very bad luck with quality control. So, you know, knock yourselves out, guys. If some of you already have this figure, let me know if your zipper looks like trash like mine does. And yeah, figure itself is great, accessories are great, but the quality control, good smile. You need to fix it. You need to fix it. I keep buying all your things and you're doing me dirty like that. Come on, bruh. But as usual, guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, card game stuff, and whatever Rider Altria Pendragon in the Alta version wants. Quality control is what she wants, and what I want, what everybody wants.